Washington State chasing down the rebound.
So 11 seconds instead of 17. Here's Tudor off the inbound pass, no good. Jones another rebound. Her 9th of the game for Oregon State.
Also give credit to Bella Murekatete on defense. She's making sure as much as she can, keeping Taylor Jones out of the key.
Mack with the drive, the defense was there, and our 4th tie-up of this game. Possession arrow keeps it with Oregon State. 6:07 to play third quarter. Washington State yet to score a point. They led by 10 at the half, 35-25. Oregon State with 5 points from Sasha Goforth have climbed back in. Here's Goodman. Easy bucket. Bounce pass off the inbound. And just like that, it's a one-possession game.
I think she came off a pretty good screen, but she came off of it hard. Rounded the corner, wide open.
Tudor. 3 is long. Goodman the rebound and the run-up. 3-on-3 opportunity into the corner. Goforth open 3 on the way is long. Motuga the rebound and covers up.
Oregon State trying to give that option to Washington State. Take the tough shot, take the tough, slightly contested 3 from Tudor.
Charlize.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alyssa.
Nope, you're totally fine. Instead of letting Charlize create something.
And Mack with a great play there to throw it off of Charlize Ledger-Walker.
And the Goodman bucket on the other end. Tough to get around Taylor Jones when she's setting a screen.
Mack goes out of the game for Oregon State. Jasmine Simmons, the junior out of Australia, checking in.
Washington State has pretty much stayed in a man almost this entire game. I like Cami Etheridge's confidence in their defense.
And what a great play. The penetration creates space for Jones. The great pass, the finish, and now Taylor with a chance for a three-point play.
Wow, the double coming from behind, finishes through contact. Jones out of Texas, she's got all the moves down low. Truly, we haven't seen a bunch of it back to the basket yet, but I was really impressed with her game against Oregon. She handled the defense really well, step out, can take you off the dribble, the turnaround jumper. She's an impressive player. She'll only get better and better.
Game tied at 35. Jones with the points, but Sasha Goforth with the play. And it's a 10-0 run now to start for Alyssa Charleston, and it's pretty obvious. Quit turning the ball over, clamp down on defense, and just like that, Oregon State climbed right back into the game.
Yeah, Scott Rueck known for that defense, forcing Washington State to shoot 1 of 14 in that third quarter. After Washington State went into halftime feeling pretty good with a 10-point lead, but Scott Rueck really getting his defense back on track and their offense just in a better flow.
Charlize with great patience on that bucket, 40-37. She's into double digits now with 10.
And she plays so free. I think that's what Cami Etheridge loves about her game. She takes what the defense gives her, doesn't force too much, really has that freestyle play.
And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And it's called on number 30. That's 3 fouls against the Cougars this quarter. Off the inbound, Goodman's jump shot won't go. Trying to keep it alive, there was Jasmine Simmons. It's out of bounds, it's off of Simmons, and it's Cougar basketball.
I think this third quarter has been a really interesting example of Scott Rueck. We talked to him this week about how you have to be you, and he came from a Division III program to a Division I, has totally turned around Oregon State. This third quarter looks more like the identity the Beavers want to have.
Yeah, of course, Rueck winning a national championship at George Fox back in 2009, and he's brought that ability to coach him up here to Corvallis now in his 11th season. Motuga's jump shot is off. They've extended Rueck to 2027-28, so they know what they've got in Corvallis. It's a good decision on their part.
Yeah, you don't want to let talent like that leave. And a graduate of Oregon State as well. It helps to know what you're recruiting players to. He knows Corvallis well. He knows what players will thrive there.
Simmons missing. And now Washington State calming down, getting some stops. Here's Molina, bounce pass to Motuga. Try to go through Jones, and Taylor called for the personal foul. And that is number 3 on her, so that's going to be an interesting development now to keep an eye on with 3:05 to play third quarter.
Looks like Ruick's not going to make any move to make any subs for now, but her right hand the whole time, doesn't even use the left hand, keeps it away from the defense. Really impressive.
Here's Jones, squares on Motuga. Goforth again driving left hand. She's got 2 more. Goforth now with 14 points, leading all scorers, and it's a 1-point game now at the Beasley Coliseum.
It's like Sasha's really realizing there's nobody on Washington State that can match my speed. She's taking advantage. Washington State doesn't have a defender that will match her step for step. She can hit the jumper. She can take it all the way to the rim. She's breaking out all the tools.
8 on the shot clock. Motuga for 3. Too hard. Loose ball. Charlize with the offensive rebound. And Goforth with the foul. Sasha Goforth, what a weapon.
So explosive. You talked about that first step. That makes a world of a difference. She's got the handles. As a freshman, you can see sometimes she gets a little bit, her speed gets a little bit ahead of her mind, but once she makes that connection like she has in the past few possessions, it's dangerous.
Crystal off the catch, 3 is away, no good. Simmons with the rebound, she leads the break. Goodman with it. Aaliyah Goodman was 7 points in this game on 3 of 6 shooting. But it's been Sasha Goforth that has led Oregon State back into this game. 10 on the shot clock for Simmons. Four on the shot clock to the post. Mitrovic dumps it through, and Oregon State has climbed back here in the third quarter, and they now have the lead at 43-42.
They're scoring inside, using their athleticism on the outside with Sasha Goforth, and using that mismatch. Ula Motuga was pushing Mitrovic out of the key for a while, but get to the end of the shot clock, that's tough. You go straight into Mitrovic, an easy bucket.
Backdoor cut. Crystal now in trouble. Goforth. Crystal tried to step through it, didn't work. The 3 won't go. Mack with the rebound. And less than a second differential now between the 2 clocks.
And Oregon State just 1 turnover in this quarter after committing 15 in the first half.
And the Beavers going to settle for 1 shot here to end this quarter. Five. Mitrovic squares, missed the shot, but we got a new game in Pullman. Washington State with a 35-25 lead at the half. Tudor bangs in the 3 from that deep corner, and we're tied at 45.
Savvy, so savvy. That was such a beautiful pass. She draws the defense and a bullet out to the corner. It's hard to make sure that pass gets there on time. Absolutely no time wasted by Ledger Walker on that.
And Goodman the deep 3.
Love this. 3 people on her. Get it out to your guard. Johanna Tudor absolutely buries it.
Sophomore from Estonia. Tudor again. Boy, I tell you what, there isn't a lot of loft on that shot. That was a bullet right to the back of the rim and in. 2 consecutive from deep for Johanna Tudor. And just like that, Washington State back in front.
Spark of offense for the Cougs. Tudor, absolutely. That was a line drive 3. But if it goes, it goes.
Eight on the shot clock. Goodman trying to find some space into the corner. Simmons has her shot blocked. Charlize Ledger Walker there. And I tell you what, Charlize does it all for Washington State. 24 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3.5 steals, and 2 blocks a game.
Wow. Everywhere. And did we mention she's a freshman?
Yes.
Just coming in like it's not a big deal. She is not intimidated by this game at all. And they're asking Tudor to shoot. I'll take it. All 4 of her made shots tonight are from 3.
And now Motuga feeling it from deep. Mack with the rebound, but we highlighted the two players making the largest impact in this game for both teams in our open. With Sasha Goforth, what a player she's been, and Charlize Leger-Walker. You got a feeling that whatever freshman has the best final 7 minutes of this game, their team is going to win. There's Aaliyah Goodman with 2 more.
Absolutely. They're going to go by how well those 2 can perform. And Charlize Leger-Walker really makes an impact when she's not able to score. Like you said, rebounding, getting blocks, dispersing the ball, getting it to her teammates.
Charlize missing from there, but each feeling that whatever freshman has the best final 7 minutes of this game, their team is going to win. There's Aaliyah Goodman with 2 more.
Absolutely. They're going to go by how well those 2 can perform. And Charlize Leger-Walker really makes an impact when she's not able to score. Like you said, rebounding, getting blocks, dispersing the ball, getting it to her teammates.
Charlize missing from there, but TV. Pac-12 teams, and you know, this is why you make the argument every season. This is the best women's college basketball conference in the country. Stanford, Arizona, Oregon, and Oregon State all ranked this year.
And you know Oregon is only going to climb those rankings. Kelly Graves has a squad down in Eugene, a lot of good freshmen.
And Jones, the catch and the finish. Jones with 2 more for Oregon State. She's got 13. Let me clean this up. It's not Molina into double digits for Washington State. It's Bella Murriquetete. Said the break there were 3 players on each team into double digits.
And we haven't seen a lot of Bella in this second half. They've definitely kept her quiet when she has played.
Here's Goodman. The wing 3 crashes through. And it's a 4-point Oregon State lead.
Looked like Washington State might have gone into a zone there on defense. We'll have to check on this next possession, but that would definitely free up a little bit more opportunity from 3.
Goodman now with 14 points for Oregon State. She's come to life in this second half. Tudor needs help. 7 on the shot clock, and you see Oregon State's defense now intensifying.
With every player on every step, ahead of every player on every step. Ruick, I'm sure, is in his players' ears. We've got to take a little bit more pride on defense. Get in front of every single player. Make everything tough.
It's a 7-0 run right now for Oregon State, and Washington State has missed their last 4 shots. Goodman keeps it alive. Here's Mack for 3. That missed everything. Sarver the rebound and a chance for the Cougars. Charlize Leger-Walker into the paint. Little stop and go. That's a tough pass for Motuga to handle. Timeout on the floor. 4:51 to play at the Beasley Coliseum. This is setting up for a great finish. Jones, a big game for the Beavers. And Goodman finding the distance as well. 52 finish in Pullman. And the question, Bella Murriquetete started this second half. We have not seen much of her. She's got 10 points, all coming in the first half. Obviously, we can't go down there and ask, but it is curious.
It's very curious. She was the only post presence able to score against Oregon State's defense. A huge post presence for Washington State down low, especially when you're outsized. Really, really interesting. I'd be curious to see what the reason is for her out, but Washington State have to step up regardless if they want to stay with these number 21 ranked Oregon State Beavers.
Jones can't handle the pass from Corsdale, so the turnover gives an opportunity to the Washington State Cougars.
And you know, if Washington State wants to make a run in this game, down 4, it's going to come on defense. It's going to be pesky defense out on the perimeter, making everything tough. I wonder who can start that spark, because that is why Washington State comes back in games. That's why they have explosive quarters.
And Tudor from the free throw line. 2-point game. Johanna now with 14 points. And the foul called as Crystal Ledger-Walker had earned the possession.
First time we see Jessica Clark come in too. She was the one who set that screen for Tudor to come off and hit the jumper. We're not seeing Bella, but we are seeing Jessica Clark from North Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah, she's not played yet this season, so the freshman at 6'3". And Tudor feeling it right now for the Cougars. Hit a three a moment ago from the corner, now from the top. Actually, I think that's 3 threes here in the second half for Tudor.
You're right. You see the bench go wild. That is a play that could absolutely spark the excitement coming off a screen. She's got a quick release, and she is on target. But really interesting to see
Cougar lead at the half. And the foul called there, a block on Charlize Ledger-Walker.
Washington State applying the pressure, the full court pressure. Have to at this point. I think Cammie knows that this really gets her team going, is getting some steals on defense, making life tough for Oregon State.
That's 2 on Ledger-Walker, 1 on the Cougars this quarter. 3:30 to play now. Here's Mack. Matuga doesn't come out on her far enough, and Mack calmly knocks down the 3-point shot. The Beavers back in front by a bucket.
Some guts. All she needed was a tiny window. She's letting it fly.
Ellie Mack now with 8 points, and there's the turnover picked up by Jones. Goodman with it for the Beavers. They settle into their half court. And a foul called on Johanna Tudor. A little too physical.
You see Ellie Mack not afraid to let it loose, let it fly. You don't get close enough, she's gonna make you pay.
She scored 15 points, 7.3 rebounds a year ago at Bucknell. This is a young lady that can score the basketball. You got to guard her. Get out there.
Absolutely. Just another offensive weapon Oregon State can use this year.
4 on the shot clock. And the ball was kicked. And that really upsets the Cougar bench. Puts 20 seconds on the shot clock. They wanted the turnover. And it'll be Taya Corsdale inbounding it for Oregon State.
I love seeing how Coach Etheridge reacts in person.
She's intense.
She is intense, and she was an incredible basketball player herself. Makes you wonder exactly what she looked like when she played, but she plays with passion. So does her team.
Jones wanting the ball inside, but Corsdale not a good angle. Here's Mack. She goes to Jones, and she can't catch it. Out of bounds. Another turnover for Oregon State. Cougar basketball now down by 2 with 2:28 to play.
And that drive across the key and the pass over the top of the defense is money for Oregon State because they've got such height. So once they start getting that consistently, that's going to be really tough for any team in the Pac-12 to stop.
Boy, there's a calm bucket by Charlize Ledger-Walker. She's got 12, tied at 55.
And their mindset, the Ledger-Walkers, I talked to them yesterday, they're used to playing pretty low-key ball.
Stopping the clock with 31.6 seconds to play. Washington State with a 4-point lead at 59-55. So Scott Rueck now over there trying to draw something up. Quick hitter. You don't have a lot of time. You're down by 2 possessions. You need points, and you need to get the ball back.
And you know who gets to the rim in 2 seconds? That's Sasha Goforth. I think you want the ball in her hands or Aaliyah Goodman's hands. The general, the floor general. Got to get to the bucket quick. Set up a screen for Sasha. She's locked in. I think she can handle this kind of pressure. I'm really excited to see what they draw up here, but it's kind of crazy that Washington State took the lead back just like that.
Yes.
This game has been so back and forth. The Cougars absolutely, hands down, have proved that they belong at the top of the Pac-12. They can at least compete with them. We didn't really expect that out of Washington State this year. They were picked to finish 12th in the conference, and they're showing with defense, with grit, with hustle. and some freshman star power, they can absolutely take down potentially the 21st best team in the country.
It's been a game of runs. Washington State on a 6-0 run right now. It's been better than 3 minutes since Oregon State has scored. Remember now, Washington State led by 10 at the half. It was Oregon State who won the third quarter 18-7. They went into this fourth quarter with the lead, and now it's the Cougars that have fought back with 31.6 seconds to play. 2-possession game for Oregon State. Goforth wanting the ball. Mack with it. Goodman now will drive on Tudor. Got to the rim, missed the lay-in. No whistle until right then. And a timeout called by Cami Etheridge. So Motuga with another rebound for the Cougars, and the quick timeout coming from the bench.
Exactly the kind of play you want, though, if you're Scott Rueck. That's a great look for Aaliyah Goodman. Going downhill to the basket, just a little bit too much strength. Rims out. Huge rebound for Washington State, showing you got to complete the play on defense, grabbing that board. Now Washington State really able to do what they want, see what they can do. They're probably going to get fouled right away. Who do they go for?
And both coaches now frantically drawing something up on the grease board. But Ula Motuga with 6 points, 8 rebounds. You know, and Ula, now a junior out of Logan, Australia, but she really sets the tone physically for this Cougar team. Her offensive skills are not going to wow you, but when she goes down in size and sets screens or earns rebounds, she is a lot to deal with for this Washington State offense. Big rebound there. Gives her team an opportunity. Oregon State's got a foul right away here with 18.5 to play. Down by 4.
They look like they wanted to get the ball to Ledger Walker. Crystal, they're going to foul Motuga.
And so Ula Motuga will go to the line. She's 2 for 2 in this game. She's now 6 of 8 on the season. Scored 16 points in their win against Washington. She's coming up big again here today for the Washington State Cougars.
Her presence means a lot for this team. She's got the leadership. She's got that hard-nosed style of play. This is a huge win for Washington State if they can pull it off. Another tough loss for Oregon State. This would be 2 losses in a row, one to Oregon, their rivals, and that was not a close game. This one in Pullman, it's never easy to come into Pullman and play well and take a win away. But Washington State could prove a lot with this win.
I love the smile right before the big deep breath and the smile. She uses all of the rim. Ula Motuga hits them both.
Smiling takes away that fight or flight message in your brain. So I think she's really got that locked down. This
6-point game, 16.5 to go. Goodman with it for Oregon State. She's got to go fast. Look for a 3. Mack, Ellie trying to create space, taking a lot of time. Shoots the 3. It won't go. Crystal with the long rebound, and that's going to do it. Washington State is going to earn the victory, remain unbeaten with wins now against Washington, Idaho out of the Big Sky, and now another Pac-12 win against Oregon State.